guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. So I thought we'd have a little chat, a little catch up if you will. I'm gonna wrap presents, which you won't be seeing at all, like it'll be all down here. But so it's like a two bird one stone scenario. I can get a YouTube video in and I can get some stuff done. So yeah, so we're just gonna chat through it. Just look at how cute this wrapping paper is. From Dollar General. It was super cute. Today is November 29th. You wouldn't think so by the background of this video. I'm actually not really sure when this is going to go up, but it's November 29th. And I'm pretty good at Christmas shopping. I feel like that's too much confidence. I'm really good at this. I'm good at getting it done on time. We'll start by putting stuff in gift bags because that feels right. Once you get married and you don't live with your parents anymore, there's just a handful of questions that people ask you that are happen all the time. So the first one is how's married life? Well, married life is great. We're chilling. It's as good as it can be. I don't ever really know how to answer that. But you're thinking, oh, maybe I should ask. There's your answer. In another question that a lot of people ask me is, what are you doing with your life? What do you do for a job? And I'm like, oh, good. I love this question. Right now I don't know. I've been getting a lot of faces when I answer what I do for a job, because I told Tyler, and it's something we always talked about, once you get married, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to keep working? Whatever. And he's like, whatever you want. If you want to keep working, great. If you don't want to, great. If you want to do side hustle, great. But the one thing I've always wanted to do for a job is just to be a mom. And people don't like that answer. First, let me preface, I'm not pregnant as of the time of this video, so, or the time that I'm recording this. But yeah, that was always when I was in high school, always in school. I was I just want to grow up and get married and have kids. I want that to be my job. And no one ever likes that answer. That's not very girl boss of me. But so as of right now, I am not working a full-time job. They're few and far between, but there are days where I'm maybe I should, and maybe I will go get a part-time job after the holidays. But that is something for after the holidays. So what I do is I work from home, which is, my job is super flexible, which is my Amazon influencer job. Literally all I do for that is I kind of promote stuff, marketing kind of deal. I make the little wish lists on Amazon and then I share it, which gets really annoying. Sorry. Today I posted so much on my Instagram stories. I'm people are probably so sick of me. So that's one of my jobs. And then my other job is being a refit instructor, which most people know what that is. If not, it's a cardio-based class that matches my values pretty well. I used to call it a Christian Zumba, but to be honest, it's honestly not really like Zumba. Zumba is way harder. More of my goal is to continue to do, is not your traditional 9 to 5, but more I want to start a podcast someday. I actually have always wanted to also own my own business. And so I've been experimenting with baking and candle making and stuff like that. So we'll see where that takes me. But as of right now, that's what I'm doing. Honestly, I leave a lot of leeway with my jobs for social things, because after being in Mississippi for so long, it was literally 7 months, but for so long and not socializing at all, I've kind of had to re-enter the world and relearn to socialize, because it's hard when you are by yourself for so long and you kind of fall off the face of the earth. That's just kind of what happens to you. So I definitely leave room for social things, oh, if a friend wants to meet and talk about things and get coffee, sure, I want to be open to do that. Or if, my grandparents need me to pick up their medicine, I want to be open to do that. Just stuff like that I want to be very open for. So there's that also. Also, people often ask me about how Hawaii went and if we're taking more trips. So first, Hawaii was incredible, obviously. We went with really awesome people, our very close friends that we made when we were in Mississippi. And we want to take more vacations with them in the future because we live so far away. We wanted that to be kind of a special thing we do together. We actually do want to go back to Mississippi and visit because that was like our first home, and just for nostalgia. And we made friends there. We went to church there and made friends and enjoyed that church in that time we were there. So we want to go visit them and maybe do more stuff there that we didn't realize was there until like it was too late. We want to go to Vermont probably in the beginning of 2023 or 2024 because 2024 is so busy. So like that's kind of some things that we have that we're not necessarily planning, but we want to do in the future. Like trips in the future sound super fun to me. But yeah, another question that people often ask is like, when do you plan to have kids? And again, sharing any of this information is literally my own whatever. Like it's something, if you came up and asked me in person, I would definitely tell you. So I'm just getting it out there. So then you don't have to ask me in person. I can just tell you now. So when, if, whatever, kids, definitely yes. Both, that's something we agreed on long before we even got engaged. Like we talked about this dating in high school, like, oh my gosh, we want like all these kids and whatever and stuff like that when we get married and all that. So that's definitely something we've both had on in our plans. So that's definitely, hopefully in the next year or two, definitely something that we want sooner than later. But that's his timing, not mine. Yeah. Is what was it like getting married within 2 weeks of your brother? It was stressful, but it was so fun. That's just things that you talk about forever, like, oh, remember when you guys got married 2 weeks apart? Yeah, I do. A very interesting experience because I don't think a lot of people have that. They normally have like a couple years or lots of years between weddings, whereas we had 2 weeks. In that time, so we got married the 24th of September, and so we were on our honeymoon until the 30th of September, and then Tyler had to leave for Mississippi by the 3rd, my bad, and which was stressful because we had to pack up everything, and in that time we didn't know whether it was going to be a PCS, which is I'll put it in here, or a TDY, which is like a temporary thing. If it was a PCS, we had to bring all of our stuff because we'd be probably moving into an empty apartment. Whereas if it was a TDY, a temporary one, it would move into a place that already had things or stuff like that in the car. And he drove down and with a full car, and then he realized, I think like a couple of days after he was there, he's like, oh, actually we didn't need any of this stuff. Both were sick when we got back from our honeymoon. And then within the week, like Derek's wedding, my brother's wedding was at the end of the week, and I was fighting off sickness, but I wasn't sick by the time the wedding came. Thank the Lord. It was definitely a stressful experience, but I was like, well, I just had a wedding, so I know how it all works. So I was trying to be helpful in what my brother and his wife wanted and needed help with planning it for their wedding. So a little stressful, but it was fun. It was fun, and now it's over, and now we're chilling, all married adults. So, yeah. for listening to me ramble on for however long. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye.